Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be doing a makeup haul, as you guys can see by the title of this video. So these are items that I've also accumulated over like the last 2 weeks. I have not used yet, and I've been kind of excited to, you know, show you guys this haul since I filmed my last Ulta haul. You know, I've honestly been loving these type of videos, so I said let's go ahead and film one today. But first, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you guys, the first thing that I went in, I got a little crazy. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna try to speed it up, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do it store by store is how I'm gonna section it off. So the first finds that I found was at TJ Maxx. For those of you guys that don't know, TJ Maxx has a lot of makeup as well in their like beauty cosmetic aisle, which is honestly very affordable makeup. And it's like the high-end makeup as well that you can find good finds for a cheaper price. Honestly, a lot of this makeup I can kind of remember some of the prices, some I cannot, so bear with me. If I do, I will let you guys know, you know, as I'm showing you guys. So the first item that I got is this Anastasia lip gloss right here. It honestly has like these like sparkles in them, and this is in the shade Estela, and it says lip gloss. And I honestly, this caught my eye because of like the shimmers in it, and I'm like, you know what, I always love a good lip gloss for a good topper on any lip. Like if you want to make any lip go from matte to glossy, you can always add one of these toppers to it, and it just works out perfectly. Honestly, let me see if I can swatch it for you guys, because I know you guys would be interested to see if it shows, if my camera actually wants to have a good, you know, color payoff. But let's see. So this is how Estela looks like. As you guys can see, it has some shimmer to it. It's honestly a very pretty color that you can add to any lip or to use just as a lip gloss itself. It is a very pretty shade. So here's Estela by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Another good find also from TJ Maxx that's from Anastasia Beverly Hills is this powder bronzer. As you guys can see here, it's the packaging, and this one does have a price on it because I kept the box on it. It says $10.99, and this is in the shade Rich Amber right there. And I'm like, what? Anastasia? And I don't know why, I've always been blinded, but this time, as I saw one of Manny MUA's videos, I seen that he did a full face of TJ Maxx makeup, and I was really curious to go in and check their makeup out. But this is a bronzer that I got right here. On the packaging and on the back, it looks a little more pinkish tone, and I really don't like a pink undertone for a bronzer. But when I went in and actually opened it to check it out, I first had to make sure it was not used. Second, I wanted to make sure it was the right shade that I like for my bronzers, and it was. So let me take this little plastic stuff off. So there's the bronzer right there, and it's honestly not too bad of a shade. It's kind of like the other bronzers that I like to use, and plus I wanted to try it out because I've never used an Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer before, so I said why not, and I got it as well. So this is a good find. And the last item that I picked up from TJ Maxx was this Too Faced Born This Way concealer right here. This was $8.99. and this was in the shade medium. Again, I had to pull it out of the box, make sure it was not used, because I don't want something that's used already or broken or anything like that. And I kind of looked at the shade by the bottle, and I said, you know what, this can be a good concealer kind of to highlight, because I know sometimes I use like more of a concealer to cover up my under eyes, and then I like to go in with another lighter concealer to kind of just highlight my under area. And I think this is a good shade for me, and if it's not, then I can always add it to one of my kids, kind of use it on other people if I do makeup. So I decided to still pick this up, and this, I'm just gonna swatch it lightly, but I mean, you guys can see for yourself the shades. And from what I've seen, that this concealer is not very full coverage, it's more of a lighter coverage, but I still wanted to try it out, especially if it's something that I can use on myself, something that I can use on a daily basis that's not so expensive. Like I mentioned, it's only $9, and I can use it on a daily for work. And also, sorry, forgetting to mention about this Anastasia lip gloss. I want to say it was about $8.99 as well, so it wasn't too bad of a deal. So as you guys can see, these 3 finds at TJ Maxx were a success. So far, as first impressions, I think it's a good thing. Also, I also have to try them out, which for the lip gloss, I would say I have tried it out already and just used it as, you know, a normal lip gloss, and I like it. So this was a good find. Okay, so the next store that I went crazy in, also in store and online. So this was an online order that I purchased. And the reason why I did this online was because they had their Cyber Monday sales. And since I didn't get to go in on Black Friday to Ulta, I decided to order some stuff online, which I knew I can get it in store instantly, but the prices weren't going to be the same. And the first thing I picked up there on Ulta online was the Mario Badescu. It's the facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. It's this one right here. This is their 8 fluid ounce bottle. Normally I believe these are about $12 since they're the bigger bottles, but I picked it up for a little bit cheaper. I think I picked it up for like $9 maybe, and it was way cheaper. I also wanted to try this scent out since I normally use the rose water one, and as you can see, I normally purchase the smaller bottles, which are $7. So for this one to be at $9, I said why not go in for the big one. I like using this as when I'm prepping my skin. I also like to use it as a setting spray to make your face look a little bit more dewier, to apply before I apply the highlighter. It's a very multi-purpose spray that you can use, and I love so much. So hopefully this scent works out for me, and I love it. The next thing that I picked up online as well was this NYX Glitter Goals Liquid Eyeliner. It's in the shade Diamond Dust. It looks just like that. It's just like a silver glittery eyeliner, and I think I swatched it already on my hand once, and it's very, very like glittery, and that's what I like. So I already have a gold one in this same Glitter Goals liquid eyeliner from NYX, the same brand, is just the gold one, and I decided to also pick up the silver one because I feel like the 3 colors that you need to keep in your kit or just to apply on yourself if you're ever wanting to do like a glitter cut crease or anything, the staple colors are like gold, silver, and sometimes rose gold. So I went ahead and picked this up right here. Okay, the next 3 things that I'm going to show you that I purchased from Ulta online are these NYX Glitter Metallics right here. We have one in the shade, it's so hard to say these shades because they just have numbers. It's 06, 02, and 03. So we have this black one here, and it just has like a lot of different little glitter shades inside the bottle. We have this one that looks more like of a royal blue, but it's really metallic-y. I'm sorry, my lighting, that's not good and you can't really see it. I apologize about that. And then we have this one that has like purple and blue, and it's just very, very pretty. Let me see if I can get a close-up. Oh my god, look at that. I love it. I love it. These were $3 a piece, and I think that glitter eyeliner as well was like $3 something. It's usually, I want to say maybe $6 to $7, so I went in on those. Now for some stuff that I purchased on Huda Beauty online as well, and I went ahead and purchased their Obsessions palette, which I want to say, I don't know if they're called Diamond Obsessions or whatever they're called, their collection, but it's this one here. We have the Topaz Obsessions, this one right here. And they usually come like in a 5 set for $110. I believe I purchased these online as well when they're on sale, and I got all 5 of them for about, I want to say maybe they were like $10 a piece, and they're usually like 20 something dollars a piece if you buy them individually, but if you buy them as a set, they're $110. So technically the set was still $110, but each one individual was $10 a piece. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get them separately each one. So I got all 5 of them, and I probably spent like 50 something, you know, on all 5 of them together. Like I mentioned, I have the Topaz, I have the Ruby Obsessions, I have the Emerald Obsessions, I have the Sapphire Obsessions, and I have the Amethyst Obsessions right here. And these, let me see if I can pick them up all together. And these are it right here. All 5 of them together. I have not used them. Let me see if I can go ahead and open them up for you guys so you guys can see them, because I love, love, love all the colors in here. They just kind of give you different vibes to work with. You can do a different look every single day. And don't get me wrong, you can do multiple looks with each palette for any occasion. So this is the Ruby Obsessions from the inside. We have the Emerald Obsessions. Look at that. Oh my god, look at this like mint green. It's so cute. This is a Topaz one. Kind of gives you more like autumn, fall vibes. I mean, you can mix and match between like these little palettes, or you can do multiple looks within this palette. These are so good shades that you can basically do anything with. Here's that one. This is a Sapphire Obsessions. Oh my god, love that electric blue right there. I love that. I know I'm fucking crazy, right? I'm sorry. And this is the Amethyst Obsessions right here. So you have some mattes, some shimmers, and that's how it is on each little single individual palette. You have a little bit of everything, and totally worth the money, especially if I got it on sale. And last but not least, from Huda Beauty, I got the Rose Gold palette, the remastered one. And look at this packaging. You guys, I know you guys can see the metallicness on her eyes, on the roses. And this palette usually runs for $65. And I got it for, I want to say maybe $25. So it's actually on sale. It was totally worth the money. I remember maybe like back in 2017 when she first launched it, I want to say, don't quote me on that, but whenever she launched it, I wanted to purchase this one so bad, and I was really that crazy to pay $65 plus the shipping, so it was almost like $80 to get it shipped to my house. I ended up stopping myself, and look at me now. It was worth the wait because they remastered it, one, and second of all, I purchased it for like maybe $25. So probably my total with shipping and everything for like these 5 little palettes, including this one itself, was maybe about like $80 something. It was totally worth the money. I'm so happy I finally got it. Now I have not used any of these shades yet, but I hope to one day play with this, dip in it, maybe film for you guys, and get in here because these colors are so beautiful. You have like all your metallics, you have some mattes, and then the middle row is just kind of mixed. So I love it. Okay, next is going to be what I purchased in Ulta in store. I went ahead and purchased some Morphe brushes. I got the M432. It's just kind of like more of a concealer brush, more squared top. I like to use it to clean up my eyebrows. I already have one of these, but I wanted to repurchase another one because I wanted to have a double. So I have that. And then I got this bent liner brush, kind of to use it on clients or myself to apply like more of a cream or gel liner. So I would like to use this and kind of get more used to it. I purchased this NYX matte lip liner. It's in the shade Cold Brew. I've seen this other YouTuber as well use this as part of a lip combo, and I really loved how it turned out, so I got this and I'm like, this is gonna work. I know it will. So this one here, the lip liner pencil, was like about $4, and I got this A23 Pro brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already used these and seen these going around, and since I technically don't have a highlighter brush, I kind of use like more of a fluffier blending brush as my highlight. I went ahead and finally purchased this because I've been wanting to get my hands on it. These kind of vary from like $4 to $8 depending on the brush that you get. Most likely these were like $3 or $4 a piece. This one I want to say maybe 20 or 18. I can't remember. I'm sorry. And let me see. Oh, I also purchased this M421 brush. It says it's a mini concealer brush. It looks like that. And also I like to use this type of brush to cut my crease with, or also clean up underneath my eyebrows. So I got this one as well. And this one, again, it was maybe like $3 or $4, not too expensive because Morphe brushes are more affordable and they're good quality as well. This here is a mini brow wiz, and this was just a gift that was included for something that I'm about to show you since it was Anastasia. Now for the grand reveal, because I was dying to get my hands on this palette. And it is the CARLI BYBEL palette. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at the packaging. It's so beautiful. This is the CARLI BYBEL in collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Palette from the inside looks like this. You have your shimmers, you have a little bit of matte, and these colors are so beautiful. You have like some, I want to say this is kind of like a lilac, purple shimmery shade, you have like the blue darker shades, gold, rose gold, you have your vanilla color, your light brown color for transition colors, and I am just living for these shades. I swatched them in store and I was just like, you know what, I have to have it. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for palettes, and when I see something like that, I'm just like over it. Nope, no questions asked, I'm getting it. This was about maybe 40 something dollars. Okay, now for the last two things that I picked up in store at Ulta were the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Foundation and I Am Magic Concealer. I picked up the shade 20 in the concealer and Ibiza 530 in the foundation. Now, I will have to try this out and I will have to give you guys my review on this, and the reason behind that is because I've heard a lot of things about it. I've heard that if you have very dry skin, like myself, sometimes it's not so good because it is more drying on your face. The good thing that I heard is that it's full coverage, because I do like myself a full coverage foundation, but I also heard just other mixed reviews about it. So I really do have to try it out. The concealer was, I want to say $14. The foundation was $20 compared to other foundations and concealers. These are at a very good price range, I want to say. Not too bad. Oh my gosh, I was almost forgetting. Another thing that I picked up was the OFRA Rodeo Drive Highlighter. And this was about $29. I've heard a lot of like good things about it. It's more like of a champagne color, a little bronze gold color, not too dark as well, so good for my skin tone. And there that is. I love it so much. The packaging is pretty sturdy as well, pretty thick, and just not so light, not so heavy. So here's this as well. Okay, the next item that I'm going to show you is this palette right here. And this is the Melt Cosmetics Radioactive palette. You guys, I was dying to get my hands on this. This is a pressed pigment palette. So I've already tried one color out of this palette, and let me tell you, it is very pigmented, which that's something I wanted. I really don't play a lot with a lot of crazy colors, but I've always wanted to challenge myself to get to that point, because back then I used to. Look at the packaging on it. It is very like metallic-y as well. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for you guys so you guys can see. I'm gonna turn it upside down. I don't want to blind you guys with the mirror, but here it is. It is very like neon colors, and then we have more of like the darker shades, and then we have like a lilac purple here. The only color that I have tested out here was this color right here. I have already swatched them on my Instagram before. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. It is always linked down in the description all the time. And this one, I do want to say it was maybe about, again, I can't remember, maybe $49, around something like that. So this is this palette. I love it. Okay, but now, last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I purchased. Let me tell you guys that it is not necessary for you guys to pick up something like this if you guys aren't going to be, you know, every once in a while doing makeup on other people. It is not very that necessary unless you really want it. Honestly, on my case, I felt like I did need it because sometimes I do other people's makeup, and it's just very handy to have in different shade options as well. I got this Anastasia Brow Pro palette. It's from their website directly. Unfortunately, I did not see it on Ulta, and they didn't have it in store either. Again, I think maybe because it's more of a pro palette and it has like all 11 of their dual brow powders in here. They don't have it there, so I went ahead and purchased it online, and it was $88. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. This is like very crazy. It has like all their shades. So you have a brow primer or a little brow wax, whatever you want to call it. And then you have all 11 shades of their dual brow powders in here. As you guys can see, I've already dipped into some. But let me tell you, I have not really used this on anybody yet. I mostly dipped in on it to try it on myself, or just to try different shades on myself, just to make sure I do like the quality and the product that's coming out, and just making sure it's worth the money, because like I said, it's $88 and it's a little expensive. So I've just kind of played around with it, and I absolutely love it. You mostly have the lighter shade to fill in the beginning of your eyebrow, and the darker shade to fill out the outside of your eyebrow as well. And it's something that's very helpful, and it works awesome. Okay, you guys, well, that is it for today's haul. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the bell so you can get notified every time I post a video. I know I haven't posted that much lately, but I'm trying to get in the groove of things again. For those of you guys that didn't know, I got a second job for the seasonal, you know, just for kind of like the holidays as a seasonal position. That's why I haven't been that active, because I've been working both jobs. But every once in a while that I get an opportunity like today, I went ahead and filmed for you guys. So without further ado, go ahead and comment down below any more ideas that you guys want to see, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.